What's up, family? Gerald the Boss Man here. You're tuned into the Boss Man Show on AM 1010, AM 1430, 1055 The King. Let the King out at 105theking.com and the Boss Man Show at bossmanshow.com. Hit me up on Instagram, The Boss Man Show, Twitter at Boss Man Show, and Facebook, Boss Man Show. It's the Boss Man on your radio.
Listen to the Boss Man Show with your host, JR, Saturdays at 9 a.m. right here on AM 1010, The King.
What's up, good people? BetOnline is your number one source for all your betting needs. The latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. BetOnline continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use your promo code BELIEVE, B-L-E-A-V, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. BetOnline, where the game starts.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.
Yes, BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV, covering content and hot topics from A to Z, sports, music, society and culture, movie reviews, you name it, we have it. Check it out on bs3network.com or check us out on Roku, BS3 TV on Roku, as well as check out your favorite podcast on all podcast platforms or Spreaker.com/BS3 Network.
You are now tuned to BS3 Network.
We're back at it, the Patrick Gale Show here with me and Coach Gale. And Coach, good to see you as always, brother. So you got a fresh cut, fresh shave, fresh trim. I see you working, Coach.
I appreciate you, my brother. How are you doing?
Well, Coach, today is a little melancholy for me because I got a tick this morning that I kind of knew was coming, but one of my teammates, who's 39 years old, passed away. And
oh man.
So, but I'm gonna say it this way. But what I'm gonna say is like, he had a rough life. You know what I'm saying? He was a lineman. You know, he was raised a certain way. You know, to hate himself, unfortunately. And his mother went out his way to do that. And I never judged him for it, Coach. I just wanted to embrace him. You know what I'm saying? He was on the spectrum. He had mental issues, but he was a sweet person in all. You know, all this, the faults he had and what he was still a good person. I'm going to tell you how. Because, Coach, as you know, I just got back covering the Braves, right? And he was a big baseball fan, right?
Mm.
And even though diabetes was kicking his butt, his guy's toe amputated. He's down to 7 toes, Coach, 39 years old. You know, he was just so happy. And I'm back covering the Braves in his last days. You know what I'm saying? And he was on every diabetes drug you can think of. Ozempic is really a diabetes drug. Okay, it's really a diabetes drug. Metformin. You know, he was on Jardiance. All these different drugs try to manage his diabetes and keep it under control, but it was out of whack. You know, he went from being 300-pound lineman to 140. That's how much it ravaged his body, man. But I just want to say that he was a great person. His spirit was there, and he was raised different than me, and not by his own choice. His mother did it to him, but he was a genuine person, and he's somebody I always talk to. no matter what. And I never judged him. He's on the spectrum. He had issues with mentally, but he was always a good person. He was always smart. He wasn't dumb, and he went through homelessness, going to commit suicide, and then health-wise. So I never say his coach, but he probably is at peace now, passing away, because he had hell on earth post our collegiate days together. And I talked to him 5 days ago, asked me about baseball, and to get the text that he was found unresponsive this morning. I mean, for me, it's sad. I miss my teammate, my friend, but the way he was going through, he's at peace now. I don't even say that about when people pass away, but what I knew he was going through, he probably is at peace now, Coach.
Well, we definitely want to send our condolences and our prayers to his family and to his football family, you included, and everything that you're talking about. I was thinking about that and meditating about just what you said. When people go and grow up in different environments, and when we talk about environments, not just people can think of neighborhoods, but what about inside the home with, like you said, parents or someone in the family, even from the womb saying negative things. So we have to understand the power of the tongue, the power of our thoughts, and how we have to continue to pray and even repent when we see that what we're doing could be negative poison to others. I don't like the word hate. I like the word love, because we don't come from hate. We weren't born out of hate. We were born out of love. So prayers to your fallen teammate. And thank you for sharing that.
And Coach, it's weird because we're the same age, Coach. You know what I mean? He's about diabetes for 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Being homeless, being in the shelters, being in the halfway houses, Coach, he lived a struggle life, man, since our post-collegiate days, man. It's been rough on him. And I don't say this to brag. I cash out him money often, the key to get him by, because I cared. I have went to see him at truck stops late at night to just talk with him. Like, those things that I don't brag about what I do or don't do, but I'm just saying that, like, I just care about people as people. And this is my thing, Coach. It's nothing I've said before. Either I like you or I don't. If I like you, I'll go out of my way for you. If I don't, I won't. It's that simple with me. It's no gray area. It's about if I like you or I don't. And what I hate for him in his 39 years of life is that his parents wasn't there for him. They try to make him into something that he shouldn't have to be. Because I had to teach him about himself. And I brought him a long way to see he had some ways to go, but I had to teach him about who he was as a black man. His parents wanted him to be not black and how they raised him. I would say like Carlton Banks almost. That was how they tried to raise him. So, and it hurt him. And his parents hated he went to an all-black school. And I remember at graduation how they looked like they weren't happy for him when he graduated. I remember that. And our master's degree together. We have a master's degree together too, as well. He said next to me, my master's degree together. We sat next to each other because the names are closer when you're on the graduate level, right? So, so me and him have a great relationship and his parents did not like me because I tried to give him freedom from them, freedom from their shackles of their warped thoughts. And I got to take this morning, from his sister, but it was like, y'all didn't love him. Y'all tried to do something to him, and that's why he had issues he had, right? So right. I just want people to understand that you can harm your children with how you approach them.
Absolutely.
And, people tell me all the time that I tell kids too much in the hood or I give kids too much. I'd rather kids be like me than not be like me. I'll put it like that. I'd rather a kid say a certain word and not say a certain word to somebody, okay? Because he knows who he is, okay? You know what?
Well, let me ask you this, JR. I mean, what do you think about we're talking about parents and putting pressure on children to do something or to be. So the way I look at it, you're called to do something, your purpose, right? God gives you a purpose. That's why you're born. That's why you put on earth. And you have parents that believe that purpose should be something else than what God calls you to be. So that's going to cause conflict. That's going to cause inner conflict. You could be rich, you could be successful and have inner conflict. Matter of fact, there are a lot of rich and successful people that have inner conflict. So how do you address people that are going through that? What should they do?
I tell people, I'm going to tell you what I told my teammate and friend. You have to run your own race. Nobody runs the race for you. You have to find in your adulthood who you are, whatever that may be. And sometimes it may mean leaving behind the rearing that you were given coming up. Or especially if it's not good for you. Like, I know personally people think that Coach McHenry's rearing him, he was horrible. People think he ruined me. They think I'm ruined, Coach. So, but I'm not. But that's their opinion because they don't agree with how he comes about it. Because as you know, Coach, as you see, I told you before, you told me it's privately too, that it's people don't like how me and my dad say stuff because it's so direct and real, or that we're so strong in our convictions. And I have had a chance to evaluate my thoughts and convictions, and I still agree with them, and you have to find who you are, be secure in yourself. And I have that I don't give a attitude, which must be the wrong way too. But Coach, I wouldn't have got as far as I've gotten without the attitude. I've told you what people have told me about my football career, whatever. They've told me that I'm not this and I'm not that. I know I ain't. You know what I'm saying? So I've had to fight people saying what I can't do, what I'm not my whole life. So I have that I don't give a attitude about things. And I'll tell people you have to find who you are. Find what works for you and what you're secure in being and what you're willing to live with for who you are as a person. And you have to at one point say, I don't care what people think about me. As long as I'm living the life I want to live, I'm secure in who I am as a person, and I'm not letting others dictate my mental, I'm living. And that's something I fought with my friend who's since passed away, to get him to not let people judge him and take it personally. And that's why I made it clear to him, I don't judge you. I care about you, buddy. I would never clown you or look down upon you because of your circumstances, because we all run different races. You know what I mean? And I think once we get to that point in life and people understanding stuff, we'll be better. But I'll tell anybody who's going through that right now, find your way. And if those who don't agree with your way, tell them to back the off, because they don't matter. They're not running your race. You're running your race. Like right now, I was a part of Mike's race a long time, but now he's gone. He ran his race by himself. I'm still running my race. So that's why I say to you and anybody listening, you cannot, and I mean cannot, allow others to dictate the race you run, no matter what.
Who is your coach? That's what I would tell people. Who's coaching you? Because man cannot teach man about their purpose and destiny. That's only through the Lord. And what I would say is, how do you practice that? Whatever the coach teaches, whoever your coach is, how do you practice? Do you pray? Do you meditate? Do you give thanks? Do you look at positive things in whatever environment, whatever challenges you have? Do you look at it as opportunities? Whenever you tell me something, JR, and we talk a lot, and whenever you tell me something that's negative, that's said, I always try to look for the positive, because I know that that's a poison and it's not even the people saying it, it's the demon saying it, because rejection is a demon. It sounds like being not good enough. Those are inner thoughts that don't come from outside. They come from inside because they infiltrate you. So you have to be able to, pray, repent, and you have to be able to recognize. So what you're saying is powerful, because a lot of people will ask, well, did he go to therapy? Did he go to church? And what you're saying is it's from within. That has to come from within. And when you think within, for me, I'm always thinking prayer life. I'm always thinking, what is your walk? How close are you to the Lord?
No doubt. And and you know what? He didn't go up. He had therapy, but it was also, it always comes from within. Like, because my mom is a psychology too. I'm a mom psychologist, so I could actually talk to him from that perspective, and I knew what he was. And I just hope that he knows, and everybody knows, and his family knows, despite how they felt about me, I had his best interest at heart. You wouldn't do nothing for him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like,
that's powerful.
I never got mad when it was hey, you can't have me some money. Never got mad at it. Or can you get him give me some food? I never got mad about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, and I hate it for him, and I'm going to miss having to go to meet him at a truck stop to give him something, you know what I'm saying? Because it brought me therapeutic joy as well, knowing that, I know I can't solve the diabetes problem, but I can at least give him some peace, for a little while. Because he says he's sleeping in your car, coach. That's bad. Yeah. With diabetes, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I just say, for me, my confidence comes from, just being secure and knowing, man. I know who I am. You know what I'm saying? I don't let nobody talk about who I am and who I'm not. You don't really know me. You know what you think about me.
And anytime you say anything, and this is, good for, young people to hear, anytime a coach or somebody is saying anything, it doesn't even have to be in the realm of athletics, could be in the realm of just, at a job or in a classroom. If you're saying anything negative to anyone, even if their behavior is out of hand, because I've been in the classroom and I've taught, if you're not, like you just said, taking time, you said something powerful, that it brought you peace to help him have peace. Well, that's the same thing. You should be always trying to help people find their peace, not trying to be an antagonist, not trying to say anything negative because what someone has done, because you don't know what they're going through and you don't know what environment they're in. So it could not even be them. So if you're not going to pray for them, if you're not going to spend time with them, if you're not going to help them, better you don't say anything. Better you don't even be around them.
Correct. And one thing about it, Coach, coming from nothing the way I did, I feel it's my obligation to give back to people. My talent got me to where I am today. My talent, which is God-given talent, that my father fostered in his teaching and way of knowing, and as Dr. Carr says, that governance, that we'll take care of each other, who are at each other, that's what I'm on. Mike's family was not like that. They wasn't on that, right? But in the end, Dr. Carr was somebody he liked and understood.
It's powerful.
Dr. Carr is one of the most important people to me besides my father. I don't say much from that man. That man gives me strength to do what I do because I know what he's teaching and what it's about. It's a tamer version of what I get from my father. And what I love, Coach, is this, that there are young children, Coach, who are taking teachings of my father and Dr. Carr and applying it and love it. There are children who take those who are crazy and haters and enjoy it.
Continue to expose those people to Dr. Carr, please.
When a young man is not 4 years old, says the word governance, Dr. Carr has infiltrated in a great way.
That's awesome to hear, man.
When a young man is not quite 4 says, I pity the fool that falls in love with you. Dr. Carr, you're doing a great job, brother. That's what I'm saying, Coach. It's like, you know what, man, and I enjoy, especially you said fatherhood too, Coach. Like, my father impacts me, man, and impacted me. And sometimes I'm with these children, Coach, it's like it hits me. I'm
Yeah.
doing what my dad did. I'm giving my dad stuff to them. I'm passing it down. It's like it hits me because I'm in my dad's role.
Right.
in
Right.
imparting wisdom, knowledge on young men and young women, most mainly
Right.
young men, and showing them things, and it's touching in that way too. That now I'm in the role of teacher and
Well,
elder and Jegna or Baba.
you're doing what we call discipleship, my brother. And, go back to, read Acts and see, what the disciples of Jesus did, and how they were persecuted. So let's put it like this. If you're doing it right, you will be persecuted. You will be talked about.
Beautiful.
You will have people say false things. You will have people, give you false accusations. So if you're doing it the wrong way, everybody loves you, everybody likes you. So, my biggest thing is don't walk around, worrying about being liked. Worry about your purpose.
Yeah, no doubt. And I see now that through this radio show, through my outside ventures and just my community service work, that is my purpose. And when a young man tells me certain things that I want that make me proud, and he's not 4 yet, or they're not three, like Coach, I have 2-year-olds telling me certain words now too, Coach.
Wow.
There was an event we went to, and the young children, ages 2 and up, were right on cue. That warms my heart in so many ways, but it's also like, yeah, we have a chance, Coach.
But think about what you just said. So you just said 2 and up, and then you talked about your teammate that has passed away at 39. So you see how the Lord works where, like you said, someone is going into, his spiritual realm, and then you have those young people that left the spiritual realm with him and now is having their physical realm and their physical experience. So that's powerful. And that's why it's important from the child is in the womb. You must be able to teach that young person how to connect with their creator and how to figure out their walk. And I don't think enough people realize that. You're not here, to be famous and to in my instance win a lot of games and try to be the biggest person. No, you're here to help the people around you, the people you have authority over, to figure out their relationship. Notice I'm not telling anybody to do anything other than figure out your walk and your purpose, and don't let anyone distract you from that, wherever that may be, because I can't tell you that, because I didn't create anyone for me to say anything negative about anyone or for me to tell anyone what to do. What I can do is tell you how I live my life. And what I can do is tell you I'm not going to allow certain things to affect me. And I don't allow certain things to affect the people around me, including you, JR, including you.
I appreciate that, Coach.
Sometimes I got to stop you from saying some things because I was like, we're not going to talk about those negative things. Let that stay with the demons that it came from.
No doubt, Coach. And you know what, Coach? I tell you what, this is really crazy. This is really serious. Like, when I'm with these young children and seeing them apply the wisdom and knowledge that I give them, that makes me happy. It really does. When these kids are happy to tell me about certain things or show me Africa on the map or ask me about an African country or tell me about the Caribbean, those things in yet a young age, Coach, it makes me happy. Or they sit down and want me to read to them or watch in class record with them and explain to them what he's talking about. That makes me happy. I don't care about an NBA team, an MLB team, a college team, or administrators. I don't care about GM Wolf. I care about that. That's more powerful to me than a ball bouncing, people running up down court. What's important to me is, I didn't say nobody's name, but spending time with a player and giving him wisdom over a lunch. That's more important to me than even this radio show. This show gives me a platform. It's what I do away from these airwaves what's important to me that I don't talk about all the time. Just being in the streets with the people on the ground, just as Dr. Carr does. Dr. Carr is always amongst the people. I got that from him. You can find him in Sankofa bookstore, across from Howard a lot. You can find him in some library or amongst people. I got that from him and my father too. So we have certain events that we have in Atlanta that I ain't gonna discuss, but the community there you see is something special. And I must say, Coach, these young children around, they got me to go back to some place I really want to go back to. But seeing the joy the children had there and how they fit in and liked it, I overlook how I feel about going to that place now. And it's also about making sacrifices for kids too. I don't want to do certain things all the time, but I know it's for a bigger purpose for them than myself. So when I hear that I'm selfish and I'm this and I'm that, you don't know me. You will never really know me unless you know me. And Coach Gayle really knows me.
What did we just say though? We call that, we rebuke that. We send it right. And you shouldn't even send it to the people. We're not sending it back to the people it came from. Notice I didn't say the people. Yeah. I said the demons it came from. Yeah. Because a lot of times people are just saying things and it's not them. And you have to understand your walk. You have to do a lot of, reading and praying and meditating to understand it's not people doing stuff to you. It's the demons within them. So therefore, you have to forgive the people, but you have to attack the demons.
No doubt. And so, yeah, Coach. So I just want you people to know that I enjoy that stuff. So trust me, I don't care about winning and losing.
You just keep doing what you're doing.
You know what I'm saying?
Just like I tell people around me, just keep doing what you're doing. And always think positive, and God's gonna give you ways to even have a bigger platform to help even more people.
And before we go, Coach, I was gonna say how the show grew. Coach, we had 16,000 extra hits in 2 days. So that's the Patrick Gayle show growing right there. Like 2 days, that's a lot of activity in 2 days, Coach.
That is God. That has nothing to do with Patrick Gayle. It's just like it was written that when Jesus cursed that tree because it didn't produce fruit. If we're not producing fruit, trust me, we would not continue to be going on. So people need to understand, if you are a coach, you must produce fruit. You look at producing wins, and of course, that's how you keep your job. And God will bless you with that, but you got to produce fruit. And I'll leave it at that.
No doubt. Well, folks, we'll leave it there. Coach Gayle and JR, we're out. We'll be back next week. Same bad time, same bad channel, bringing you knowledge, power, wisdom, spiritual leadership, and everything you can get on this show. Not just sports and coaching. It's more than just that. We're like the Walmart of radio, Coach. We give them more than just stuff, Coach.
Hey, JR, they ain't give us those sponsorships, so we don't say no bring.
100%. Yes.
Give God the glory.
Yes, sir. Yes. All right. Go, we out. Coach Gayle, JR, we're out.
BS3 Network. Changing the way you watch TV.
Yes, BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV, covering content and hot topics from A to Z. Sports, music, society and culture, movie reviews. You name it, we have it. Check it out on bs3network.com or Check us out on Roku, BS3 TV on Roku, as well as check out your favorite podcast on all podcast platforms or Spreaker.com/BS3 Network.
You are now tuned to BS3 Network.
What's up, good people? BetOnline is your number one source for all your betting needs. The latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. BetOnline continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use your promo code BELIEVE, BLEAV, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet online where the game starts. What's up, family? Gerald the Boss Man here. You're tuned into the Boss Man Show on AM 1010, AM 1430, 1055 The King. Let the King out at 105theking.com and the Boss Man Show at bossmanshow.com. Hit me up on Instagram, The Boss Man Show, Twitter at Boss Man Show, and Facebook, Boss Man Show. It's the Boss Man on your radio.
Listen to The Boss Man Show with your host, JR, Saturdays at 9 a.m. right here on AM 1010, The King.